Hello, welcome in. Hi, Elizabeth. I hope your day went okay. Just had my daughter out at the mall. I'm pooped, guys. Summer kicks my butt. It is a gorgeous evening. I might stay here for an hour and then maybe go back out on the deck. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how much juice I got left in me this evening, boys. Let's get her going. Who wants a reading? Drop your questions in the comments or tell me the name of somebody in heaven who you'd like to hear from, the name and relationship to you. Thanks for sharing, Jen. I will answer your question and you should all follow me as well. I should have done something with my hair before I sat down, shouldn't I? I likes my hair big, see. I should have fluffed. There we go. Jennifer. Will Jennifer and Michael get back together, please? Will Jennifer and Michael get back together, please? Two of Wands says there is potential. Do you want to get back together? I would rather, with those kinds of things, Jennifer, I would rather ask, is it in your best interest to get back together? Which probably it's not. I would say it's probably not in your best interest. Do you have the potential to get back together? Probably. Okay. Who did wrong? Did you cheat? Or what was it that went down there? Robin, can I see any prediction on future employment? Prediction on future employment. Will she get a favorable outcome in the future with her employment? Will her luck change? She's asking. This is for Robin, please. Robin, I'm kind of seeing, I'm a psychic who asks more questions than I answer. Like, I don't love to just give yes or no answers. I like to dig in and get you some information because, like, a yes or no prediction is pointless, really. It's worthless. What I see is that your approach to networking or collaborating needs some improvement or adjustment. I'm thinking that's what I see here, unless you have another woman as a boss. So Jen, he cheated, so that's why it's looking to me like it wouldn't be in your best interest to stay in that relationship, okay? So I would advise you not to get back together with him. But if you wanted to, you could. Lex is asking, is Joseph ready to have a relationship with Lex, please? Looks like Joseph is what's wrong with him? Addictions or something? If I'm picking up Joseph correctly, he looks like a state. It looks like a drug overdose or something, Lex. Does that make any sense to you? Jen, you're welcome. For Lex. Now, Lex, let me sit with you for a minute if you want. If you want to converse for a second, because I see this might be a ghosty coming in for you, Lex, instead of answering the question about that person you were just asking about. What was his name? Joseph. Joseph and Lex. Lex, have you ever had someone close to you who has passed in, like, probably a young man in a tragic way, like perhaps a drug overdose or suicide or something? Okay. So show me more about Joseph for Lex, please. Give me some more clarity on that. How well do you know him? Because poor Joseph looks like he's having a rough go. Are you not aware of that? Like, what kind of lifestyle? Let me just stick with Lex for a minute. So if you don't know him very well, I'm not too sure what this is, but I would be concerned if I were you. Just look out for red flags or something. Now, also I have Tara here, whose brother did pass by suicide. Tara, would you like me to hear from him? From your brother? If you want to talk to your brother, call him in by name. I can make sure that I talk to him. So anybody who is here whose loved ones did pass by drug overdose or suicide, I can talk to them. It doesn't matter if this energy was them or not. I can still talk to your people as an individual reading, okay? So Tara's brother, Larry. Hi, Larry. Tara is here. Do you have anything to say to her? Larry's really happy to see you, Tara. Really, really happy to see you. There's a Queen of Hearts in his thoughts, who he loves so much. I don't know. It's somebody who he lived with. It might be your mother, or it might be you, or it might be his wife. I'm talking to Larry for Tara. Larry, tell me, Tara, tell me if Larry was married. So this might be you. Somebody, there's a Queen of Hearts who he loves so much. And I do have there's a wife here asking for somebody by suicide as well, but I'm just going to say that this is Larry because I called him in by name. He's given 10 of Cups twice, and he's really happy to see you. To Tara. And Tara, he's asking, how's your home life? How are things at home for you? He's asking, are you happy, Tara? You should tell him. Are you happy, or do you need his prayer about something? He says, how's work? How's the house? He's asking a lot about your personal life. If you guys were really close, it's like he's calling you on the phone and being like, what's going on with work? How's the house going? I don't know what you have going on in your house, if this is renovations, redecorating, or something with the house. And he's asking, he remembers something at your job, at your place of employment. He remembers something going down, and he's like, whatever ended up happening with all that stuff at the work and all that kind of stuff. So he's just checking in, asking how you're doing. Do you want to tell him, like, how's the house and how's work? Give him a little comment on each of those things. And Larry is asking, did you break up with him, Tara? Did you break up with somebody? He's asking, did you break up with your boyfriend? Did you have a boyfriend at the time? Your boyfriend got back with his ex? Who was his best friend? Your ex or your boyfriend was his best friend, or your boyfriend's ex? See the Nine of Pentacles. Larry would like to tell you that you're better off. You're better off without him, Tara. You're better off without him, he says. Okay? She didn't answer you about the job in the house there, Larry. He just loves you so much. He's giving you he's giving you Queen of Hearts, Queen of Hearts, Queen of Hearts, Queen of Hearts. He really is just giving you so much love. And he says, give love to everybody. He's giving you a lot of 6s and a lot of 4s, which are 6s and 4s are like even numbers. They represent reciprocity and alignment. Your life is looking really good, Tara, and he's really happy for you. Okay. All right. So Tara says, Larry, she says she's in a new place and she's happy. Okay. So he's glad about that. All right. He's good, Tara. Like he's at peace and stuff, if you ever wonder that. He says, tell everybody. He says, make sure all of the family knows that I'm okay. And make sure that all of the family tells Tara that they are proud of her. Like everybody should be proud of Tara. And everybody should know that Larry is okay. All right, Tara? Are you good with that, Tara? I can close him out. You're welcome. So, Roxy for Lika, please. Can I get Roxy's husband, Lika, please? Thank you, Larry. Good night, Larry. Everybody is okay here, Larry. You can go back to sleep. Lika? Lika is a little bit nervous to be here. Roxy, have you tried to reach him before through other mediums? Or the children? Do you have children? Tell me, do you have children together, and how old are they at this time? You've been too scared to disturb him? I think your instinct about that has been correct, actually. He's a little bit nervous to come in as well. And I don't get that very often. Yes. Here's your cats then. They were like your children. So yeah, he's not overly talkative here. But the Ace of Pentacles is just a positive card. And he wants to say to you that not to worry too much. Don't worry too much. So another thing is when you are seeking a medium reading, if you are afraid to call in your ghostie, and if you don't want to impact him, you don't want to disturb him, the spirit realm feels that from you. Now you have 4 aces and you have 3 nines. So if you like angel numbers, look for the 1111 is an angel number that he uses to communicate with you, and 999 as well. Nines can represent you're getting close to some liberation. You may be in a season of one step at a time where life has not really been moving forward or progressing, or things are not quite going your way. And it looks like you will, in the next couple of years, have a little bit more freedom, I'm going to say. So that might be emotional freedom, or like just in your day-to-day life, you're going to have a little bit more movement, mobility, freedom in the next couple of years, I would say, okay? So Lika is here, Roxy. He's fine. He doesn't mind talking to you, but both of you do have some hesitance to communicate through a medium. So there's that. But what he's saying here now is that my feelings for you will never end, he said to Roxy, okay? So I think between you and Lika, I think medium readings are not your best way of communicating. I think your feelings and your memories are a better way to communicate, okay? You don't need a medium. People have different ways of communicating, and mediumship is really a nice one, but it's just one option. Okay, Lika, thank you for coming in. I have Amy. Amy is looking for some information. Let's find out, Amy. What do we got on the go? Who's the guy again? I'll just call him the guy if we don't want to use his name. Have you guys met in person yet? It would be nice if you met in person. I see you guys hugging. I just blacked these people, guys. Somebody named Patty Gaming is telling me I need Jesus. Patty Gaming. Very Christ-like presence on the internet that person has. A lot of phone chats. Ooh, really? That's exciting. I see you guys hugging. So, does he live nearby? Like, you guys, I think you should get together in person. If he asks you, you should say yes. I see you hugging. Okay? Like, so you're near enough that you could meet up. Yay! What did he say? The guy Amy's talking to give me some insight or predictions on this. Ah! Amy, I love it! Look! Yay! 10 of Hearts. It's a sweet connection. Okay, so he's not the greatest texter, is he? A lot of guys are so bad at texting that you think they hate you. But if you guys could get together, it's going to be sweet. So I don't know if you're going to marry him or anything like that, but it's a really sweet connection. It's like, it's nice. It is worth pursuing. It's worth your time. Yeah, he's not a texter. Even better is going to be you guys seeing each other in person. I think the longer you keep it over the phone, it could fizzle out. But if you could get together in person, that would be the best thing. You're overwhelmed? Oh, what kind of straightforward is he saying? Show me, does Amy have any reason to be overwhelmed? No, it looks safe. It looks like a safe, sensible connection to me. Like, is there anything for her to worry about? Will she be taken advantage of? Or show me his character on the inside. Is he a good person? It looks fine. It's totally fine. There's nothing really to worry about. If you guys, if as you pursue this or if you guys get closer and stuff, if things go south, just take it as an experience, an opportunity to just date. Like, it's an exposure wherever it goes. It doesn't look like there's going to be like bad harm or something like that. So I don't see any reason for you not to engage in the connection. Don't like worry too much about it. Don't put too much, don't invest too much emotion in it, but it looks fine. It looks fun. Like, I would say go for it. So, Amy, I really think you would be putting too much investment in it by asking questions like that when you guys haven't even met each other. Like, I know you've met each other before, but you haven't even had like a date. So try to take a step back and take it one day at a time and just enjoy the experience. If he's really Catholic and you're not, like that, the only reason that might matter is if you guys have children together. But that's so far way out of the realm of what's happening. You haven't even done a date yet, right? So just try not to worry about it. The cards are saying like it's not that deep. They're saying like, what a burdensome question, what a heavy question. Like, it's not that deep. Do you know the phrase that the young people say, like, bruh, it's not that deep? That's the vibe. So just try to relax a little bit about it and just try to enjoy the experience. Take it casual. Like, even if you guys do nothing but kiss or like go have milkshakes or something, just keep it casual and see where it goes. Does that help? Okay. You don't have to marry him. Is there anything else that Amy needs to know in closing? Amy, do you have any other questions? The card said, "It's been a while." I don't think this is going to be like a serious long-term commitment. I think it's going to be a learning experience, or at least like have a fling. If you get hurt by him, it's still not that deep. Like, if he ends up being not overly nice, you still just get to break up with him and never see him again. And you still had the experience and you had like a few nights of fun or something. Okay. From Amy's ancestors. Is there anything from Amy's ancestors, please? I'm going to change my deck to get a fresh energy there. Can I get a message for Amy from her ancestors? It says, "I honor myself by maintaining boundaries." You are a very boundaried woman, and that does you well in your life. You know, there's never a time when you have to betray yourself. Never. Never ever will you be encouraged to betray yourself. But they say find balance in your life. Maintain your boundaries, but also find balance. Don't block yourself off so much, but also don't betray yourself. Find some kind of middle ground where, you know, are you able to have a fling that's just shallow? It might be good. I'm not saying it won't be, but in the current energy, I don't see it being like, I don't see you getting married and having kids, but that could occur. But in the current energy, they just want you to go on a date. They're like, just go on a date. Like, that's all it is at this point. Okay. Balance, adaptability, change in circumstance, argumentative or wandering. So it's like you're kind of arguing with your own self. You have an opportunity here to just loosen up a little and have an experience. You have an opportunity to do that. Are you going to do it? We don't know. You might suggest something to him, like what? Is there something specific? Yeah, you should do a date. Yes, like a nice, friendly date. Any other questions, Amy? Yeah, that was from your ancestors. They said to be true to yourself and don't betray yourself, but loosen up. That boundaries card, that was from your ancestors. If you want to call in anyone particular by name, I can do that for you. Chris is asking, is Oliver a good match for Chris, please? He looks good. He's a good match physically, Chris. Have you guys slept together yet? Chris, you would like that? Like, are you asking me, will they get married, or will Chris ever marry this guy? Give me like Chris and Oliver is a potential for a relationship. I think he would wham bam thank you ma'am. If that's what you want. For Amy, can I hear from Amy's grandmother, Anna, please? Amy's grandmother, Anna. Again, she gave me 10 of Wands. She gave me 10 of Wands first too, Amy. She's an Ace of Pentacles. I'm pretty sure I'll have to watch this back, but I think they gave me Ace of Pentacles and 10 of Wands before for you, which is meaning that, again, it's not that deep. They're repeating the exact same thing, which is really interesting. So your grandmother, Anna, is saying this. She's saying not everything is a beast to slay. Not everything is a big ordeal. But she says, lighten up. Lighten up. That's from your grandmother, Anna. Lighten up. 10 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. Okay? And I'm pretty sure that those are the exact same cards I got a few minutes ago from your ancestors. The Lovers, the Ace of Swords reversed, and the 10 of Pentacles reversed. Okay. So she is saying, Anna is saying that not every relationship needs to end up with kids in it. Like, you don't always have to get married and have kids. Not every relationship will be that deep. But I would say, see where it goes. It may end up there, but see where it goes. In the current energy, it's not looking like that. But grandmother says, don't get pregnant. She says, have fun, but don't get pregnant. Lydia, did you want, if you want a message from heaven, tell me the name of your loved one and their relationship to you, Lydia. Ah, that's nice, Lydia. Happy birthday. Happy birthday tomorrow. Lydia's Opa. Can I hear from Lydia's Opa, please? It's her birthday tomorrow. Opa, it's her birthday tomorrow. He says, oh no, I forgot your present. He said now in my language, the only language I have for what he's trying to say is I'll light a candle for you. And I think that's probably a bit of a Catholic thing, which is my background. So your Opa is giving something similar to that kind of practice where he's like, look in the stars and you'll see your birthday gift. Okay, good. That makes sense then. So he is saying, I'll light a candle for you, because that would be his way of like in memory of you or just in acknowledging you, right? But it was cute how he said, oh no, I forgot your birthday gift. He said, I'll light a candle for you. In like a lighthearted way. He's like, oh no, I forgot your birthday gift. It's okay, Opa. Listen, your love is her gift, right? We all know that. You coming in here to talk to her, that's her birthday gift. He said, oh, good idea. Oh, good idea, he said. Yeah, he said, he says, I can say something to her, sure. He says, yeah, sure, I can say something to her. Okay, let's see what he's going to say then. He says, after I died, I felt more gratitude and understanding about life. So he's saying, you know, on your birthday, as you celebrate another year of being alive, he says, make sure you appreciate, make sure you express gratitude, and also like take note of the things that are important to you and the things that you enjoy. He's telling you, make sure you take note of everything. He's like, basically, it's a message like, enjoy every moment. Because he says, after I died, I realized how grateful I was for my life. And he says, he's talking about birthday candles as well. And that, like, each of your birthday candles represents a year that you've been blessed, a year of blessings. So he has a really strong sense of gratitude, and he would like to impart that to you as your birthday gift. Like for every year that you've been alive, imagine how blessed you've been. That's nice, Lydia. Do you want to ask him any questions? He gave me the Nine of Swords again. First card and last card for you, Lydia. It's headache. It's what am I going to do? So when you have those moments of what am I going to do? He says, think like a spider. He says, you are not trapped in a web. You get to spin the web. He says, just when you think that there's no way out, keep spinning. That is interesting. Maybe I think the key takeaway there is like keep spinning. And then maybe when you see spiders or beautiful spider webs, take a minute and stop and watch the spider, because sometimes we can learn a thing or two from a little insect like that, even if it's just, you know, stopping and watching. And sometimes you'll just have a moment where your grandfather might have, you know, the opportunity to touch your heart or something like that. You know what I mean? I've had times where I'm looking at spider webs with after it's rained, and it's a miracle. It's miraculous. So I think that's kind of the point of it. Like sometimes the language that's used between me and the spirits is a bit convoluted, but he said, think like a spider. And just when you think that you're trapped, he said, keep spinning. Okay, so that's something to take away with you. Thank you, Opa. Happy birthday to Lydia. Guys, I really want to fluff up my hair. I know. Gets on my nerves looking at myself with flat hair. I'll be right back. Okay, Wanda is asking for her mother, Patricia, please. Wanda's mother, Patricia. Julia, I'll do you next if I remember. Wanda's mother, Patricia, please. Wanda, she's telling you she likes her resting place. Wherever you keep her remains. She's happy with that. Is she in somebody's home or is she in a typical cemetery, Wanda? Can you tell me? Your mother is very meticulous. She likes things very organized, and she's meticulous in note-taking and stacking papers. She'll stack papers and make sure they're neat and everything has its place. I will call her a bit detail-oriented and meticulous. Probably in her purse, she had everything in its right place in the purse, or her cards or her wallet or money or something like that. Her jewelry, I would say, had each item was in its place. Wanda, are you here? Okay, so make sure you converse with your mom because your mom is here to talk to you. So tell me where her remains are. Is she in a cemetery or is she in an urn or like sprinkled somewhere? Okay, she likes her resting place. Do you have a brother, Wanda? Or a son? There's a young-ish man who she's referring to. So it's your brother, you have two sons, okay. One is single or, okay. Is he the younger? Who bought her house, the younger or the older? It looks like somebody has walked out. The younger son? Where's your younger son? She kind of has a lot to say to everybody, and she kind of is like listing all of her family members. And without you and I like being able to converse too much, it's like hard to get at. Okay, so if the younger son has gone to university, then this is what I see. But because she's wondering where is he, because she can't find him. So I don't think she fully understood that he was gone to university because she said like he walked out or something, and that's the younger son. But now that she knows that he's gone to university, she says, "Oh, goodness me, good for him. Congratulations." But she didn't know that before. She was wondering. She wasn't too sure what was going on there. Okay. So
grandmother, yeah, the younger son is going to university. So that's where he is. That's why he's missing. Now your older grandson has bought your house. How do you feel about that?
Well, she says, I don't know how good of a house it was for him to. Oh, the last time he saw her, he walked out on her. Well, that's bad. Like, she did see that as bad. But she says
now that he's moved on and gone to university, she can easily forgive him. She's proud of him now. She says, "Oh goodness me, I didn't know he was going to university. I feel only pride now." But for the one who bought her house, she says, "Well, I don't know if I would have bought that house if I were him." I don't know if it was like not quite a mansion or something. But she likes that he owns it. She likes that the house stayed in the family. And she looks out the window, or somebody looks out the window of that house. Wanda, do you want to ask your mom any questions? She's really happy that the house stayed in the family. But it's bittersweet because she says, I don't think she likes that the house might be a burden to people. She loves the window though. And she wants you to tell everybody, the whole family, the whole crew. She says, tell everybody I love them. Okay? Did you want to ask her any questions, Wanda? Or I'll put her to rest. She likes the cemetery, and she says the boys should go visit her so that they can settle, especially the younger son. He should go visit her grave. Make her a little offering or something. Okay? Okay, I'm not seeing any further comments from you, Wanda, so I will close her out, okay? Yes, Roxy, leave your comment there. I'll ask him. You're welcome, Wanda. Thank you, Patricia. Wanda heard your messages. She heard you. How do I pronounce his name again? Let me try to remember. Lika? So, Lika, your wife is asking about the circumstances around your death. Your wife's understanding is that you saw your mother and you said to your mother, not again. And then you ended your life. Your wife wants closure around this situation. What can you say? It's a sense of him asking you to please be okay with this. The only phrase that is coming to me says, let me go. But I don't mean that in any kind of like dismissive or final type of way. It's just he wanted that. And he says he's better off where he is. For your wife's closure, will it be enough for her to know that you are happier now? That you are well now? I don't know. Lika, anything else? He still loves you. He says it wasn't your fault if you wonder that. It wasn't your fault. He wasn't driven by any outside force. He did it for himself. Now, what did the comment about not again mean? I don't think he's going to tell me that on a public platform. I think there are some factors between him and his mom that I'm not aware of. Oh, really? Let me put it this way. There are things between he and his mother that you and I are not meant to know. Okay? The mother, does she guilt you or something? Because the mother kind of has an understanding of why he would have done it, but she probably lets you be in the dark intentionally. She's a bit of a mother who favors her child. Like, I don't know, it's a bit of probably a toxic relationship between them. And you just simply might not get all the information. I don't think that he wants you and I to know the full story between he and his mother. I don't know what the nature of the relationship is, but I think that it is the contributing factor, okay? It's not your fault. Okay, Roxy? It looks like a relationship between them that was weird. Does that make any sense to you? You'd be like, that's weird. I can't describe it any further than that. Roxy, are you gone? Roxy, let your husband know. Are you good? Are you closed or what? Don't be just ghosting your ghosties, boys. Don't ghost your ghosties. You have to respond. Okay, you're welcome, Roxy. Okay. Lika. Go back. Kelly is asking for her son's father, Scott. Scott, do you want to come in on this platform? Oh my God, I gotta do Julia's brother first, please. I'm so sorry, Julia. Do you know, I don't know why this happens, that I'll leave somebody hanging for like a long time. It's not intentional. For some reason, it's just, I'm just going through the screen. But Julia has been waiting like since I started here. Julia's brother Oles, please. Julia's brother Oles. Julia's brother Oles. Elizabeth, if you have questions tonight, leave them in the comments, my lovey. Julia, your brother says I love you anyway. And he's saying the anyway. I think there's an inside joke between you two where are you a little bit loud? Do you have a loud voice or a certain sense of humor? You're not loud? Or there's something. He says, I love you anyway. Humor. Okay. This sharp humor. He says, you're sharp and you're gorgeous, he says. And I love you anyway. Because you're like, you have a presence about you. And like you get noticed. And you probably like stole the spotlight a lot. Like he might have been kind of in your shadows. And he liked it that way. He just keeps giving me the phrase "I love you" anyway, in a sweet way. It's not like, yes, it's like you're the star of the show and you take up all the space, and that's just the way he liked it. He said, "I see you guys in family gatherings, like at the dinner table. I don't know if it's a small family or a large family, but." He preferred to not really sit around. He preferred to help out with things and like be a little bit more. So he probably liked to like maybe do the dishes instead of like sitting down being the center of attention or something. You joked about him being mom's only kid. Yeah, he's giving me Six of Swords, so like he wouldn't have been wanting to like be in the conversation so much. He was fine with you like having the spotlight, and he just like putter about doing the dishes or whatever else, or like making the runs, like making a liquor store run or whatever it might be. What is it that you're afraid of? He's asking you. He says, "This is interesting. I haven't had a ghostie be so quite so blunt. But he wants me to say to you, what are you afraid of? As in, what is your biggest fear?" Okay. She said, being alone. Being alone is her biggest fear. He says, you are never alone. Even when you cannot see me, I am right there. He says, alone? That's impossible. I am always in your house. Even when you cannot see me, I am right there. Okay, so she's on the fence about leaving her partner because she doesn't want to be alone. Brother, what's your response to this? He says, get going. Get going and make it work. Get going and make it work. Anything else about her marriage? I call it marriage when it's a coming up. Yup. Get going. He said, let me repeat myself. Get going. You have options of where you can go. And he says, you are too sweet and you are too pretty to be living a lie. He really thinks you're pretty. He said it twice to you. He said she's gorgeous. She lights up her room. My sister. He's like, my sister, the center stage, the center of attention. She lights up her room. She has a presence about her. He's really sweet. He loves you a lot. And here's what he says. You take them. You take them for everything. You take the money. He says you take the money. You take the money, girl, and don't look back. Okay, my sweet, do you want to say anything else to your brother? He's not in pain anymore. If you wonder that. Brother, is there anyone in particular who you'd like to deliver a message to? He said it's not necessary to for you to tell anything to people, because he says, like, I can protect people with my own spirit. So basically, no, he doesn't need to deliver any messages. He says you don't need to be the messenger because he can. He's an angel of protection and he can do that part. He's basically like, leave it to me. I think he communicates with, if there's anybody that he needed to communicate with, he already does, I would say. Okay? So you have closure about that reading? You feel okay with that? He's a protector. He's an angel, a guardian angel. Even for like your family, I know you have a big family, and everyone, like even the younger generations who might not even know him, he protects them all. Okay. Yes, exactly. She says, he's so present with my siblings and the kids. Yes. That's exactly what I was getting. And it's like he can do more good with his energetic protection than he can with his words. Now, Kel. So, Kel, I think I asked you a question, right? About this? Didn't I ask you a question? Kel's husband? What was my question to you? I don't remember now. Kel's husband, please. Sorry, the father of Kel's child. What will I call him? Kel's co-parent? You're welcome, my sweet. He's in heaven, Scott. He's in heaven, Kel. Did you think he wasn't? Do you have bad words to say about him, Kel? I think he's asking you that as he says, between you and me, do you have anything bad to say about me? He's asking. He says, I love the children, or the child. I love the child. I'm still with the child. But please don't say anything bad. Okay. Okay. Scott, Kel is saying she knows that you don't like the decision that she made about Mason. Do you have a response to that? He says, no, I didn't really like it, but he says, actually, he says, good choice in the end. He said, no, I wouldn't have chosen that way. And he said, no, it wouldn't be my choice. No, it's not the way I would do things. But he says,
actually it was the best in the end. Yes, that's exactly what he says. It was the best in the end, even if he wouldn't have agreed with it. But he really does. He's asking you, like, as a father, he says, please don't say anything bad about me. She wants to apologize. She says she's sorry for the decision. She says she's sorry for the decision. Aw. I could cry. He says it was the right choice. He says you acted out of love. He knows it was loving. And he says it was for the best. The Three of Hearts is actually a card of celebration. And I would say it's something along the lines of, now that he's in heaven, like, he can have a relationship with his son in a spirit way. And the Three Hearts I would take to mean you, him, Mason. Mom, Dad, Mason is how I would take that. And, like, things are okay. Like, things are, I wouldn't say he never did hold any resentment toward you. The very first thing he had for you was all the love in the world. So you can let go of that guilt. Because even though you came in to apologize, you didn't owe him an apology, and he didn't feel that you did. He actually just, he thinks that you did a good job. He thinks you made the right choice. And he thinks you did a good job raising your son. Okay? Just don't say anything bad about him. He still continues to say, please don't tell Mason bad things about me. Please give him a good memory of his dad. Okay, can you do that? Because their relationship doesn't end when the dad dies. Relationships between parents and children are eternal. So Mason has to live with the soul connection with his dad anyway. So let it be a positive one. Does that make sense? So if you have a story to correct, okay. If you've said, if you have to correct a story or something like that, go ahead and correct it. Okay, so you regret. Okay, that's what the Three of Cups was. Okay, Scott, she regrets that she didn't get that drink with you. So he's kind of like, cheers. And she wishes things could have been different. He said, thanks for calling. Thanks for calling. Okay. Scott, they caught your murderer. Did you know that? He said, that's good. He said, doesn't matter to me, but it's good for Mason to have that knowledge. Okay, my loves, I'm going to close it out there. He's a good one to end on, Scott. I know, I'm sure that it's a very complex situation. There was a lot going on in your lives, but on the other side, Scott is in a good place, okay? And he and Mason are eternal, just so you know. But it's in a good way now. Okay, thank you everybody for joining me tonight. Wishing you a good week,
and I will see you next Tuesday. Shine bright.